morning, depending on how fast I can get it uploaded, if that works for you.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Let's check this out here. So, what got you interested in coaching?
I've been playing Overwatch for I think this is my fourth year now,
Okay.
and I've just really been competitive at it. And like for the past 2 years, I've just been like slamming my head against the wall,
Huh.
figuring out why I can't get better.
Yeah.
And then something I could add is recently I like jumped up in rank kind of mysteriously. Like
Huh.
um less than a month ago, I was maybe silver, gold 5 maybe, and now I'm
Right.
diamond.
Nice. Well, okay. So, I actually did a little bit of research on this. So, I don't know. Did you hear about the dev interview that they did recently?
Yeah, I heard that like your real rank isn't what it is, and I've also heard about an SR inflation.
Well, yeah. So basically, what the dev interview, a lot of I actually have some notes here because they had two engineers that work with the matchmaker and the ranking system, and basically what they were saying is actually in season 1 and season 2, people were ranked too low. It took too long to get to your higher rank. So what this SR inflation is an adjustment based off of what should have been in season 1, season 2, and they messed it up because the thing that you have to consider is that you've been playing for a while, right? So, right? So you have a little bit of extra experience, right? That a lot of new players don't have. So if a new player jumps in and joins the game, right? You should be better than a lot of these newer players that don't have that experience. And you know what? The game has been out for about 5 or 6 months, right? So you've had a lot of good practice, I'm sure, and you've been playing pretty seriously, pretty competitively, sounds like. So I can tell you from somebody who's been coaching a lot of players recently that there is a little bit of what I would say natural SR inflation because there is a lot more bad players in the game now than there was in Overwatch 1 because there's a lot of new people. But I wouldn't say it's necessarily SR inflation. It's just you've gotten a little bit better over time, and the community has gotten a little bit worse because there's many more new players. But the engineers were saying in terms of the percentages of players, when you're in Grandmaster, it's the same percentage that it was in Overwatch 1. When you're in Masters, it's the same percentage than it was in Overwatch 1. When you're in Diamond, like you, same percentage as Overwatch 1. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So yeah, don't feel too badly about it. Maybe you went on a little bit of a lucky win streak, you know. But either way, I'm sure you've definitely improved from when you started. So you shouldn't feel like, oh no, I should. No, you earned it. You earned it. At least the majority of it, you earned it. So you should feel pretty good about that. So nice work.
I've hit Diamond 2 twice this season.
Nice, nice, nice. And this is on Hitscan. I'm looking at your form here.
Um, I play mostly Tracer. I'm
Yeah.
on my account right now. I'll show you. So
Sure.
I have 1,146 hours overall,
Mm-hmm.
and I have about 300 just on Tracer. So
Wow.
I play Tracer a lot.
Mm-hmm.
She's my main. And then I also would like to maybe play Cassidy or another hero just in case like if somebody picks Tracer or I'm just like
Got it.
not doing my job well enough as like a backup option.
Sure, sure, sure. And the other thing too is it's just sometimes it's kind of fun to throw in another hero in there, right? You know, so makes
Yeah.
sense, makes sense. So what got you interested in the coaching aspect? Because we talked about like you've definitely made some improvements, maybe a little bit of SR inflation, but also it definitely sounds like you've improved. You're pretty not pretty darn good at the game. You describe yourself as relatively competitive. So what got you interested in getting coaching for the game?
Um, like I've been watching a lot of Overwatch like self-help videos, if
Mm-hmm.
you will.
Sure.
And I've just like wanted to get in a higher rank,
Mm-hmm.
not only like as an accomplishment of
Yeah.
mine,
Yeah.
but I think it would also be better. It would be fun to like be better than my friends and maybe stream the game.
Right. Right. Okay. Sounds good. So you just want to get better. And you want to just improve so maybe someday you'll be able to stream it or something like that. Okay, sounds good. So you play with your friends, you said?
Yeah, lately I haven't been playing as much, but I definitely play with friends sometimes.
Okay, okay, makes sense. Sounds cool, sounds cool. All right. Let's take a look at your form here. So you have a decent number of hours in the game. You're diamond now. You're thinking about picking up another hero. That's awesome. let's put it this way. What have you been doing recently in Overwatch? How much have you been playing recently of Overwatch, like on an average day to day or week to week basis? So, because I assume you're
So
busy
like
with school and other stuff like that.
in a week, I'll wake up at like I go to bed about 7:30, wake up about 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Um, train for about like 30 minutes, just like warming up, play competitive games until about like 7 o'clock, and then I get ready for school. And then I don't play after school because I have to like focus on work.
Makes sense. Makes sense. That's a crazy intense schedule.
And then the weekends, I can play pretty much all day. But I
Wow.
still like go to the gym and I try to like get active still.
Jeez, you're on your grind set. Going to bed at 7:30? That's
Yeah.
insane. And getting up at 4 and you're on your grind set. Wow. When did that start?
That started a little bit more recently. Before then, I would just play after school, but my grades started dropping from that. So
Mm,
me and my like started to know that like this has to kind of change,
got
or
it.
else things kind of go away
Right,
in
right,
the first place.
right. Makes sense, makes sense. And why do you think that this structure has been working better for you?
I think it's working better. Like I used to warm up by playing quick play matches, and now that I realize that, that's like not great.
Yeah.
And I think it's been working for me because I've been able to get like my time in each day while
Yep.
also like warming up.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense. And are you getting enough sleep here? It says in your form 6 to 10. That's a big like range.
What um from then to now it's changed. I mostly end up getting like 8 hours of sleep every night.
Okay, that is something I'm very glad to hear, especially for somebody like you who's obviously still got a lot of growing left to do. You need to be really careful. Okay, eight hours I can live with as long as school. You're getting what you need to get done with school, and then you're being productive with your time in Overwatch as well. It's good to hear. How's the gym going? How long you been going to the gym? What are you doing at the gym?
Um I try to focus on arms and legs and abs. So
Mm,
I try to like diverse myself.
mm, mm, mm. Nice. You been enjoying it? Hard work?
Um, it's all right. It's not my favorite thing to do, but it
Sure,
needs to be done.
sure. How much time do you spend at the gym right now?
About an hour, hour and a half.
Every day?
Um, not every day, but I would say like 3, 4 days a week.
Perfect. That's awesome. That's awesome. I would maybe work with your parents or work with some friends, do some research on your own. Generally, an hour and a half at the gym is almost never going to be necessary. So I used to coach a lot of fitness stuff prior to this, and I was an MMA instructor and a lot of other stuff, and I've been a part of the fitness journey for years. So I would look into maybe being a little bit more efficient with your time because it sounds like right now you're quite busy. You got a lot of stuff going on right
Um,
now.
and,
So
and like part of it is like some of it I don't really have a choice because my mom is like goes to the gym every day, twice
ah
a day. So
ah
like sometimes after school on the weekends, she'll bring me.
perfect.
So
Okay. Okay.
sometimes I don't really have a choice to stay.
Okay, and then that's fine, right? They just make use of the time while you're there. But if there's ever a situation where you're going on your own, you could probably get done and be efficient and aim for around 30 to 40 minutes and still get done
Oh
with what
yeah,
you're doing.
like most of the time I'm doing cardio, but I'm also like working on my body still.
Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Wow, you are all over the place. As long as you're getting enough sleep, then we're good to go because that's what's recharging your battery, right? Um,
Yep.
and then obviously like school gets priority, and then Overwatch for priority for Overwatch. So this is the thing with Overwatch, right? We can look at this two ways. We want to maximize the things that we enjoy, right? Because it is a video
Yeah.
game. But then we also want to make sure that if we are training, that we're being efficient with our time training as well. So I think that's the goal for us as well. So um, when you're talking about your hero pool here, we talked about Tracer and we talked about maybe picking up Cassidy as well. Have you tried all of the different heroes in the game, at least
Oh
for a
yeah.
few hours each?
I'd say I have about at least like 10 hours on every DPS.
Okay, okay. So you really truly know that Tracer is the one for you right now.
Yeah,
Perfect,
Tracer is the one, like I know that 100%.
perfect.
Um, and I'm starting to second guess myself on maybe Cassidy because this morning I was playing some games and I was kind of playing Ash, but like I don't know what the best direction for a second DPS to go.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a lot like school electives, you know what I'm saying, like a school sport, where
Yeah.
it really doesn't matter what you do because you can. It's really what you enjoy the most. You want to get involved in something, right?
Hmm.
However, what that is going to be entirely what the ones you enjoy. So if I was coaching like an Overwatch League player, I'd be like, you probably need to learn this here. You probably need to learn that hero. But if you're even if you're looking to be top 500 or a streamer, you know, whatever, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's just what you enjoyed playing. So for you, you need to sit there and play a little Ashe, play a little Cassie, play a little Widow, Hanzo, play Genji, Mei, Symmetra. I mean, it doesn't matter. If you want to add another hero to the pool, what's the hero that you enjoy the most? And you might not know the answer to that, but then that needs to be your next goal, is to find out the answer to that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, there's no like rules of you should be playing Cassie if you're playing Tracer. Nah, screw that. There's people that one trick Symmetra to top 500, right? So you can easily choose any other hero that you enjoy to complement your Tracer. Or if you're like, I just don't like any other hero, okay, then one trick Tracer. Tracer's a great hero to one trick. There's not many situations where Tracer is a bad hero. So yeah, does all that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any questions so far?
No.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Keep looking through your form here. All right. So when on your average training day, you said you get up at like 4:30. How long are you playing? Is that like an hour and a half, 2 hours before you get ready for school?
Well, so it doesn't take me very long to get ready for school. I'm pretty efficient. Like my backpack is already set up. Like I have everything pretty much set up. I just need to like brush my teeth, wash my face.
Right. Okay.
So I usually leave about 20 to 30 minutes to get ready for school.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I'll cut down on my game time that morning if I need to like do schoolwork for an assignment.
Got it. Okay. So how much time does that you generally leave you to have?
So I wake up about 4 and it takes me like 10 minutes to kind of just like wake up.
Yep.
But then I train for like 30, 40 minutes until I feel like I'm ready. And then I play till about 7.
Okay. So that's about 2 hours of ranked, maybe about 30, 40 minutes of warming up.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. I don't want to sound like your mom here, but are you eating breakfast?
I'm not a big one for breakfast, but
Sure.
I eat oatmeal.
Perfect. That's great. That's fine. You don't need to have like necessarily a big breakfast, but I do think it's good to have a little something here. Okay, that's great to hear. So when you're warming up, you said 30, 40 minutes, you just woke up. You might need a little extra time to kind of wake up.
Yeah.
What are you doing to wake up nowadays?
I mostly like I just wake up and then I like will like go to the bathroom, maybe put the water on my face, and then I'll just like immediately hop into the game.
Sure.
Because sometimes the game, like the adrenaline of it, helps wake me up.
Okay, sure. And then when you're in game, what are you doing to warm up before you get into competitive?
I have this here. Let me pull it up real quick.
Let's do
So
it.
I mostly play like one game mode. I've tried looking for tryhard FFA, but I have not been able to find it. But I mostly just play aim training. That's what it's called, and
Okay.
it's just like 6 bots on the other side,
Sick.
and like the default thing, and they're like really good bots, and like I die to them a lot. But I just tried like dodging, aiming, sticking pulse bombs, and I just do that for like
Nice.
trigger discipline,
Yeah.
sticking my pulse bombs.
Yeah. So you know all the right terms, right? You got the tryhard FFA, no unlucky, none there. I don't know how popular that is on console either. So maybe that's just a problem with that. How popular is arcade deathmatch on console? Just like the normal arcade deathmatch.
That's pretty popular. I try not to do that too much because I feel like that is like not best for me to warm up. It feels like it reminds me too much of quick play warming up.
Okay, and what do you mean by that a little?
Like when I play it's very like relaxed, if you will, and it's not like
Got it.
it's not like getting me in the mindset for ranked. While aim training, like the bots, like the Cassidy bot especially hits almost every shot. So I really have to like dodge and like try to get to him.
Gotcha. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I would see if maybe you could shift your mindset with arcade deathmatch a little bit and try it a little bit, because the one problem with, I think, aim trainers with Tracer is even if the bots are really good, it sometimes doesn't. It's not quite the same as real players, even if those real players aren't very good. So what I'd like you to try and do is try the arcade deathmatch, and if it feels a little bit relaxed, well, try and spice it up just a little bit, right? Try and focus on, I wouldn't say winning the match, but try to win every 1v1 that you get into, right? Whether that's a Cassidy, whether it's some noob playing Roadhog, right? Try and win every 1v1 that you're in and treat it like practice, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Something to try it again. Try it again and shift your mindset and see if it helps. If it still feels like, I like the other warm-up, I'm okay with that. That works for me. But give it a shot.
And also, like, queuing up for ranked games, also play deathmatch. And I have one more training map that's like more catered towards Tracer. Definitely. It's the name is the map code, I believe. It's BGBXD.
Okay, give me 1 second here.
I can pull it up to make sure it is. But yeah.
BJ. Wait, so BG you said?
BGBXD.
Okay.
And it's just like a Tracer pull spawn.
Let me see. BGBXD. D is in dog?
Yeah. BGBXD.
Got it. Okay, let me see if I can get this to work.
It's very much like a Tracer thing.
Oh, I see what it is. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I see this. Got it. Okay, it looks interesting. Sure.
I'll do that like in between matches.
Got it. Okay. Sounds good. It might be also something to do when you're in between matches to get up and kind of do a couple of jumping jacks to like move your legs and wake your body and wake your mind up just a little bit. Sometimes I think I find myself playing better when I actually take short, tiny little breaks between cues, just to kind of help. Because sometimes if I just sit there, I kind of go insane, you know. So maybe just something to try when you feel like, okay, we've been playing for about an hour. Take the 2-3 minute cue to stand up and move around, just to even walk around a little bit in your room, right? But maybe give that one a shot. Sound good?
I also have like kind of a weird way of sitting and playing on my chair.
Okay.
I sit like crisscross applesauce with the blanket covering my legs. It's like, and that's how I play.
Okay.
And it can be straining.
Okay. So here's the thing with posture, all right? So when it comes to posture, the big thing with posture is that you just don't want to be sitting still in the same position for too long. Does that make sense? So
yeah,
you can have bad posture. Just move, right? Just move. Every 10-15 minutes, like let's say after every game, remind yourself to move around just a little bit. There's no such thing as like good or bad posture. It's just there's such a thing as sitting in a bad position or even sitting in a good position for too long. Does that make sense? So just move around a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, do you have any questions so far, by the way?
No, not really.
Do you have a replay code for me? We're not quite there yet, but I want to at least get it pulled up.
I have a couple. I did some games this morning and
Sure. Let's prioritize the games where you felt like you weren't sure exactly what to do. Even if they were wins, let's prioritize those. So if there's any games where you're like, I wasn't sure how to play in this map, or I wasn't sure how to play versus this, that's a good code for me.
Okay. I accidentally entered the game, so I'm gonna
totally fine. Totally fine. No rush. I'm still looking at your form here, so we're good to go here. Long-term goal is to get top 500. Shorter one would be get out of consistent diamond or high platinum level. Okay. What do you feel is holding you back from improving? So right now, I'll put it this way. You are playing definitely enough to keep you in diamond, right? As long as you have consistent goals and things that you want to work at and things you want to improve at, I think we can do that. So we should
for what I should improve on, I think I want to change it a little bit. I believe I said mechanics, but I think it's more like looking at my team or like finding out like when to do stuff
You've been
and
watching
just
too
like
many. You've been watching my YouTube videos.
oh I watch like studying and stuff. I'll watch like Overwatch Tracer like and just like coaching in general.
Yeah.
Like I probably watch like almost every Tracer video out there from having.
Okay. Man, no wonder you hit diamond. Look at you. You got a training schedule going on, a warm-up schedule. You're watching your YouTube videos, and you're sitting here thinking, like, how did I get into diamond? SR inflation. Man, screw that. You've done a good job. You've done a good job. Now, as long as you're having fun with a game, though, like, here's the thing. It's like,
Oh god.
as long as you're having fun, because here, let me give you a little secret, all right? So when I was your age, which wasn't that long ago, I went through a lot of phases, and by that I don't necessarily mean I went emo or anything like that, but I tried a lot of different things, right? Like I played a lot of guitar, I played a lot of tackle football, played a lot of flag football. I spent a lot of time with friends. I wrote music, I wrote poetry, a little bad poetry, but I played video games. I did this. And growing up is a part of a process of you doing a lot of different things and trying a lot of different things and then going, that's fun. Wait, now I don't have fun with that anymore. Let's try something else. So I love what you're doing right now. You're trying things. You're being intense about it. As long as you're getting enough sleep, just keep trying different stuff, right?
And I also in sports.
What is it?
Sports.
Yeah, what about sports? I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
Oh. I'm also in sports.
Oh, really? What sport?
Wrestling.
Nice. That's awesome. Wrestling's awesome. I used to coach BJJ, which is like the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, like some of the grappling stuff. And I work with some wrestling guys, and those guys are beasts. How long you been wrestling?
This will be my third year, but this is my first year of high school wrestling, and from like doing it and from people saying it, it's a lot different than middle school wrestling.
Yes. Okay, cool. You enjoy it?
Yeah, it has its times of not being so fun, but
Yeah, it's
I
hard
enjoy
work.
it.
Yeah, that's sick. Okay, well, good. I'm glad to hear it. Just keep trying different things, and if something doesn't feel fun, especially if it's like there's some things like school and sleep that aren't always going to be fun, but are good for you. You know, you got to eat your vegetables. But if you ever feel like something that you're doing is not fun, we don't want to make Overwatch a job for you right now. If you want to be a good, successful streamer, then you have to really love what you're doing, right? And so if for down the road, like we don't love Overwatch, or you stop enjoying Tracer, find something else that you enjoy, because for you to succeed at something, you usually have to enjoy it, because that's otherwise you're gonna be miserable. So
Yeah,
I'm glad to hear that you're doing what you're doing now and you're enjoying it. But yeah, keep it up. Sorry, what you're saying?
I've been, I've been playing this game for like long enough that I've had like my phases. Like when it first came out, I played a lot, and then maybe I'd stop for a couple of months, play other games, and then come back to it.
Yeah.
So I try to like diverse myself in games and not just play the same game.
Yeah, I got you. All right, makes sense. So you think some of your issues are probably more with your timing. We'll take a look. I'm ready to go. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, do you think there's a benefit like from other games? Could playing other games help me get better at like Overwatch in some way?
Probably not. No. If you feel, here's how other games will help you get better, right? Let's say that you're not having as much fun with Overwatch, right? And you're like, I'm playing too much Overwatch. I need to take a break. And you take a break and you try something else and you enjoy it, but then you start to miss Overwatch again. That's where you get better at Overwatch, because what it does is if you force yourself to play something that you don't enjoy, then that's bad. So other games aren't going to help you to learn more about Overwatch necessarily, but what they might do is they might help you to take a break, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I will say, go ahead.
I've been playing a lot of R6 lately.
Got it. Now, there might be skills in R6 that help you in Overwatch, right? Maybe it gives you a different perspective, which might be helpful. But I wouldn't play other games to learn about Overwatch. I would only play other games because I want to play other games because it's fun. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I feel like when I played Rainbow Six Siege, when I came back to Overwatch, in a way, it made me like feel like my game sense like felt upped.
In what way?
Like I felt like like beforehand, like when I would like hear an enemy, like my brain wouldn't just like process it and want to acknowledge that there's an enemy or something.
Hmm.
Then when I came back, like I'm just like, okay, there's an enemy right here, and like my brain started thinking about it more and
Mm-hmm.
like actually reacting to it rather than taking in the information and just keeping it.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right. Let's do you have got a code for me? Or codes, I guess
Yeah,
now.
this
Remember,
one is a
whatever
little
feels
bit
confusing is good.
8, 6.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Hang on.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Say it again.
This game is kind of long. 86RZ.
86RZ.
Yep.
Is that it?
OZ.
OZ. Okay. 86RZ.
Yep. This game is pretty long, and I did play a lot of different heroes because my team was kind of being toxic and telling me to switch. And I could admit that I wasn't necessarily playing my best that round, but then they're just like, "Oh, you suck at these heroes and these heroes."
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Tracer and tried
Yeah.
letting out. You see that? I played a lot of heroes that round. This match.
Okay. Don't worry about it. People are always going to be toxic. It happens.
Oh,
It
I
happens.
I mentality is pretty good. Like I almost never rage. The only time that
Nice.
I'll ever feel a little bit of rage if I know like in my heart that I could have like beat this person, but I was just like acting stupid,
Right.
then that like
Right. Right. Well, here you go. Refocus and do better next time, right? So, okay, let's take a look here. So, what is Tracer? What are the strengths of Tracer? What is the hero really, really good at compared to other heroes?
1v1ing.
Yes. 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 1v1ing who?
Um, Healers and DPSs.
Like I look at their comp, and even something that's like a Genji or Sojourn, which is not like it's not super juicy, you can still beat them in a 1v1, right? So when you 1v1 them, they're going to need help, and when they need help, now it's a 2v1, and theoretically that means that your team has a 4 versus 3, which is an advantage for your team, right? So it's all about that. All right, let's take a look here. All right, we're waiting to flank here. I mean, this is perfect, right? Like, obviously you didn't know that this Sojourn was here, but is this Sojourn going to get any help right now?
No.
No. So,
I kind of messed up on this engagement. This was like I did this like maybe 30 minutes ago, so it's pretty fresh.
okay. Why do you mean you messed up on this engagement?
Well, I didn't quite finish the sojourn, and then I chased into their team, and I still ended up getting the kill, but I kind of like messed
Right,
it up.
right. Okay, we'll take a look. A good Tracer here is able to kill the Sojourn. I don't even think you necessarily needed to recall here, so let's take a look at this carefully here. So what I mean by you didn't need to necessarily recall, I want you to watch this one very carefully, all right? So
I didn't take that much damage.
right, and you still have what in the bottom right of your screen here?
2 blinks.
2
for the
blinks,
most part.
right. So you're good to go. You blink again here, then you can even blink again, and you're still good to go. But obviously the
And
recall
I
puts you
could
out.
still recall. And I could still recall after that.
Exactly. You know, but this isn't too bad. You picked a good target. You know, your mechanic's looking all right, you know. Force him out. Next target. We go for the Mercy, not the Orisa. Oh. Oh no. You know what? Honestly, we need to be a little bit careful with that recall. But this is okay. This is just a great play from that Genji, you know? Happens. So this is why whenever we're looking at VODs, right? If you ever get a chance to look at your own VODs, don't look at it as what could I have done to win that fight, because we don't care about winning fights. We care about breaking bad habits and building good habits that over the course of time will win you more fights than just this one fight, right? So what was the go ahead.
My thought process right there was like trying to save recall and not just like wasting it to get back on.
Yes, that was smart. That's the right play. Now you could have played it better mechanically and you know not died to the Genji, but that's okay. So what was the bad habit or thing that we need to work on from that previous fight?
I just like dashed right in.
Right. You dashed right in, and then before that on the Sojourn, right?
Mhm.
That's the recall when we had 2 blinks available. So we've got those in the back of our head. Even though you killed the Sojourn already, we still want to make sure that we don't make that mistake too often. So let's take a look here. Okay. Nice. So let me take a careful look at this one here. So let's look at this here. We talk about trigger discipline. I don't know. If you're better mechanically, this guy dies. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at this. 1. Literally 1 HP. Whatever. Happens.
So would you say, like, mechanically, would I need to work on my aim or more my movement with this?
Yes. Both.
Well,
Both.
okay.
Both. Just keep practicing. Keep doing what you're doing. I don't think you need to. From what you described to me, the only thing that I would say is like reminding you that probably a little bit of arcade deathmatch will help you out a little bit. But you know, just keep doing what you're doing. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Yeah. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, so let's look at this one again. So,
Oh, I have one quick thing to add.
please.
So my pulse bomb button is like where with the stick I aim with my melee.
Yes.
So I tend to misclick it, and that was a misclick. I misclick sometimes.
Fix it. Fix that.
Yeah, it used to be a lot worse. I've gotten a lot better at it, but I still need to.
Are there console tracer setting videos out there?
Yeah. I definitely fixed it. I fixed my settings to because beforehand I used to not be able to spam crouch without not aiming at all.
Okay. So
And then
got it.
there's a lot of things you need to prioritize with your settings.
Blinks,
Prioritize
crouch.
over here.
Yeah. So I don't play console, so I'm not going to tell you where to bind it. But I would, if there's a way to be able to fix this, then I would try to fix it. Because obviously, if you accidentally fat finger it, then that's a problem. But yeah. Go ahead.
The problem with the misclick is not necessarily that I aim with this stick, and sometimes I'm oh my god, that I press down while aiming because I'm so focused, oh my god, I need to kill, I need to aim.
Makes sense. Okay, makes sense. Now I will say this: you brought up a great point earlier with trigger discipline as something that you've been recently working on. And I think here, you see this?
Oh yeah.
Not good, right? You could be aware of an issue, but it still be a problem, right? So for you, maybe it's better than it was before, but I will say that it's something that we probably need to keep practicing. Because if you're just a little bit better here, this Ash actually probably dies because we actually have half a clip. This is just bad aim practice, right? And that's the other thing with trigger discipline, right? It's not good aim practice. Go ahead.
I believe I kill her still.
You do? Okay, good to hear. But obviously, Goofy there. All right.
Or I don't.
I don't think you needed to panic here. So we ended up a little bit out of position. I think we could have probably... Okay, so maybe the recall's okay. We still had 2 blinks, but whatever. But you're on a good angle, right? You still have full HP, and you have 2 blinks, right?
In this moment, I just look and I see their whole entire team on point, and I don't see my tank, so my first thought is just run.
Right, but where could you run to?
Maybe left and forward and try to annoy their Mercy, maybe their Genji, try to get pressure up to my tank.
Sure. You could also play inside here. And honestly, the easiest solution here might just be to back up. You know what I'm saying? Grab Mega, chill from here. The problem with where you go here is when you run back to your own team's backline, and now you don't have an angle anymore, right? So if you guys were to re-push and re-engage, you're stuck in front line. Where you want to, when you're kiting as Tracer, most of the time, you don't want to kite towards your team. You actually want to run off to the side or run off behind. It's fine that you're going to play this one safe, whatever, but don't run this way. You kind of see what I'm saying? Because ironically, that's what kills you, is running back towards your team. You run in front of the entire enemy team. Whereas if you had run forward and left, like you said, or sideways and left, or backwards, you would have lived. And you would have been in a better position to flank again. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is not great. Not great.
Yeah, this game I really felt like I wasn't doing anything for my team, and my teammates were just like, "Why are you throwing? Blah blah blah, blah blah blah," and it kind of like got to me a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, focus on your gameplay now. No, wait a second. Are you in Team Voice?
I don't speak that often unless I'm like giving callouts or there's like nice people who are talking.
Yeah.
But I'll stay in voice to like listen to callouts and like they're typing in chat. So
Yeah, yeah. I here's what I might do. I might turn off chat and join voice, because chat was almost never useful. So if you think voice is useful, turn off chat, join voice, and if voice gets toxic, leave voice and focus on your own gameplay. Because the thing is if you're playing with Tracer, you shouldn't rely on your callouts to know what's going on. You should use your eyeballs and your ears, right? That's a skill that you need to practice. So if it becomes a distraction, then you need to leave voice, because it's not fun, right? And it's also not helpful. So why are we still in voice at that point? You know what I'm saying? There's no benefit whatsoever. Okay. We need to set up our angle here, or take the duel on the flank. I will say this is a little bit of just we gotta be so careful to listen here, because what's happening on our left here? Do you see this?
Oh.
You know, we need to help here, right? Because you're thinking very much about setup, and I like this. I think if we're gonna wrap around here, you're gonna get right on the Ashe. She's gonna die, or she's gonna leave the high ground. But we just need to be aware of what's happening around us, you know.
And I definitely think with the engagement, like this engagement, I was definitely late, kind of.
Well, maybe. I mean, you're here.
Like right here when I go for this.
I don't think you're late. Looks okay to me.
Because like by the time I got the Ashe off of high ground, my team was like already gone.
Yeah. Okay. So why didn't you go earlier?
The Ashe was looking at me.
Okay. So why were you not able to get on top of the Ashe without her looking at you?
Not sneaky.
Not sneaky. Right. I will also say that this position is so far. Do you see this?
Yeah.
So is this a bad flank? No, not necessarily. But that's the problem with the position, right? You can't exactly sneak up on the Ashe without her looking at you, right? So maybe if you're going to go for this flank, you have to be sneakier. You do have to use a double blink and try and one clipper. Maybe you do have to be late. Or you take another angle. There aren't a lot of very good angles, so maybe you have to do this. But I don't know. You kind of see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is not necessarily bad. I will say this though, is this happens again. Watch. If you can't 80-80 strafe and also use your blink to beat an Ashe here, and it costs you your recall, then we have a problem, right?
I feel like the main reason I recalled was because I was out of blinks, and a lot of time with like hit scans and stuff, I'm always scared that they will like just one-shot me.
Sure. So maybe we should be using our 80-80 strafing just a little bit. I guess it's not really 80-80 strafing in console, but the equivalent, right? You know, left bumper. So it's just like we need to be able to not, because this guy is gonna live now because we recall out, right? Another thing to consider as well is what if we'd walked forward and then used only double blink here? Would that have worked? I'm not sure. But what's happening is we go all the way in and then we have to go all the way out almost immediately. That doesn't feel good. Okay, now we just need to hide and wait, set up for next fight. No. This is too greedy, right? This is too greedy. They will find you and they will kill you, right? Right? We just need to wait, because what's happening on the battlefield right now?
Their team is just chilling, setting up.
Right. So you need to be very careful because they will look for you because they got nothing else better to do. I will say, the Sarissa's just kind of chilling, right? But this Ashe, she's on the hunt, right? You got to be really careful because your team isn't going to be able to help you. Now maybe she overextends. She doesn't see you. Get her. Get her. Get her. Get her. Get her. Oh no! Disaster.
Yeah, I could have probably gotten that kill if I would have moved right.
100%, 100%. We just messed up her movement a little bit.
And then I surprised the Ashe right here.
Yeah. By the way, what's the issue here? This is a great flank, by the way, but
recall too early.
Recall too early and check out the Striker Discipline. Ooh, that is something. I don't even know why we recall, right? Sometimes it feels like we get a little bit panicky with our recall, and man, that means you have to play so safe afterwards, right? We have to be really careful with a recall because now you can't properly dive, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I played like a lot this run. This match is really long, so you don't have to go through over all of it.
Sure.
But I'm noticing I probably did more mistakes very similar.
Okay. Sounds good. We got about 19-20 minutes, so we'll get as much of the gameplay as we can. Nice angle. Okay. Nice timing. Your team is here to help. Go ahead.
And I don't think we need to like. I played Ashe and like other heroes.
Okay.
And I don't think we need to watch like all of that.
Okay, works for me. Good. Careful. Now we have to recall. That's all right. Grab health. So you're trying to reset?
Yeah, and also I just didn't want to die.
Okay.
Fair enough. I thought I heard somebody like right here.
Genji. Yeah.
Like and if I went for the health pack, I was worried I was just gonna get like dashed and slashed.
Probably.
So
what if he blinked over here and grabbed the mega here?
Yeah.
Something to think about.
I always forget about that one.
That's okay.
And I was like low on resources, so I'm just like best scenario, don't let him get the ult charge.
I got you. I mean, your team probably thinks you're throwing, but I understand what you're trying to do. Alrighty. Okay, setting up. We're on the flank. Now we gotta be really quiet, sneaky. Fight starting right now. Here we go, right? So if you want to go for... Oh, this is good. Get her.
I messed this out.
No, you don't. Yeah! That's good.
And then I waste pulse.
Yeah, you waste pulse. Okay, but this is good. Alright. A little bit of a bad pulse. I can understand the recall. Why?
I'm in the middle of their team. They're all gonna look at me and just shoot me.
And where does your recall put you back on?
High ground where I'm nice and safe.
Now you have to be careful because you don't have it. Yeah, so I'm gonna be honest with you, this Genji's kind of dumpstering you. This is why we might need some practice in that arcade deathmatch or playing with a friend that plays some Genji, because how does Genji beat Tracer in a duel?
A lot of from my experience is deflecting or just like hitting the 3 shurikens.
Yep. For me, a lot of the time is if you can dodge the dash, you can often win the duel. So like right here, I'm thinking dash, blink away. Probably didn't need to use that blink. Go ahead.
I was trying to like bait the health pack.
Yeah.
Like dash to the health pack, but I already took it, I believe, or something.
Yeah, you took it. A little bit unfortunate. But yeah, we almost want to keep our distance from Genji because we want to try and bait his dash and survive the dash if we can. A lot of Ashe here. Do we have any more Tracer?
Yeah, towards the end.
Towards the end here. Let's keep watching.
I believe it's like.
I got it. All right, sounds good.
Overtime.
Okay.
Like pretty much all of overtime.
Okay, got it. So what are you seeing as being some things that we need to practice with Tracer so far? We'll have more to watch, but what do you see so far?
A bit of, like, not hard, but definitely some trigger discipline. Blink usage isn't the most amazing.
What about your blink usage?
With that Ashe engagement, I blinked 3 times instead of 2 maybe, and then I didn't 80.
Sure, sure. Okay, okay. Maybe that was more about half the angle that we took, but yeah, okay, fair enough. Keep going.
And then mostly like the recall usage.
Yeah, yeah. Getting a little panicky and recalling when we still have blinks available.
And I think another reason I'm so panicky on the recall is I used to be very like recall greed. I used to greed a lot.
So we're trying to find like the balance, right? Not recalling unnecessarily, but not then dying because we just didn't recall, right? Okay, go, go, go. We're gonna force point. They drop the point. Then we take the angle. Nice. This is good. She's dead.
And then she falls off the bat.
Wait.
She falls off the bat.
What? I gotta watch this. Oh no. Your first pick. Nice job. Nicely done. Nice. Oh. Okay. This is where we need this deathmatch practice. You know what I'm saying? Like you're dying to stuff like the Genji and this here. I've 1v1 soldiers on Tracer many times, Ruck. And I know what the soldier's gonna do. He's gonna helix, right?
Yeah.
Where's my blink?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You need to practice these. So again, I don't know the console equivalent, but I think your aim is okay, but you're not good enough at 1v1s right now. You don't know, like, you're not winning, you're getting dashed by Genji, you're getting rocketed by Soldier, those kind of things we need to practice, because the first thing we said, what is Tracer good at? You said 1v1s. Well, you're not very good at 1v1s, at least from what we've seen. Your aim is not even bad. Your aim is okay. You just don't think or not used to playing around the enemy cooldowns enough. You kind of see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because this fight is probably won, but there's just no way that we should lose that 1v1 when he's that low.
I
No way.
definitely try to think about like abilities, like if I'm going to fight a Reaper, or like if I hear somebody has just used a fatal ability like a Helix Rocket, then I try to go.
That's good.
But sometimes it's like going.
Yeah, sure. And we just need to practice that. We just need to practice that. That's all. Because we need to get to a point where we don't even have to think about it. It just happens, right? We just dodged like Cassidy's magnet grenade. We dodged Genji's dash or Helix without even thinking about it, right? That's hard to do. That's why we practice. Good angle here.
And I hear the Ashe pressuring my team.
Yeah. This is good. This is good. This is a nice little flank here. See, she's looking for you, but it doesn't matter. You're here. Nice.
You guys to the rock.
Recall. You don't have a blink. You need to get out. You need to get out. You need to get out. Oh! Probably didn't need to pulse that. Ooh, scary.
I felt like slightly a misclick at best.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Recall. Like right here, I'm expecting Helix. Right here. So, ooh, that's close. That is so close. Did he have Helix? Oh, he doesn't have it quite yet. But you need to be really careful. All right. But even that did not feel super smooth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need to keep working on that. All right, they're out. Now we gotta be sneaky. Be sneaky. Be sneaky. Be sneaky. Be sneaky. Be sneaky.
Alexa, stop. My bad.
You're good.
And I hear them below. And then
Okay.
this I just waste. Recall.
Watch this.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Gotta be a lot safer too, because the problem here is you might get shot by Ashe or Soldier here. You gotta be real careful. Gotta be real careful with this. So you recall back to high ground, but obviously it's a fortified wrist, so you don't do any damage versus that hero. There we go. There it is. There's this. All right, we gotta watch this one. This is a clip right here. Let's go. Bang! Nice. That was tight. That was really good. No wonder that Ashe hates
And
you.
then I set up here.
What's up?
And then I set up right here, and I just like look to flank on the left.
Yeah, smart. Sounds smart to me. It really feels like we're thinking a lot about our flanks and our angles. Obviously, that one wasn't very good, but I respect that a lot. That's really good.
Like a few weeks ago, I think you did a VOD review with an Echo Tracer player, and they didn't like take a flank right here, and you're like telling them about the flank right here when they're trying to go.
Yeah.
So I took that in mind right here.
Okay. 1 second. Letting the next person know we're running a little bit over here. All right, so, all right. Love to see it. We're being sneaky, we're being sneaky, we're being sneaky. Is now a good time to go?
I peek around the corner and then I check, and then I see Zenyatta, and I'm just like, yeah,
looks like a pretty decent time to go. Yeah, not bad. All right, and that Zenyatta is about half HP.
I believe I get like a 3K right here.
Oh, I want to see this. Nice blink movement. The recall. Okay, so here's the thing: were you recalling because you just recalled, or were you recalling because you were 75 HP?
I think when I recall, I'm very scared with it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
See, the recall
I'm very scared of getting shot and destroyed.
Yes. You have, but remember, look at your bottom right. You have 2 blinks.
Yeah.
You see? You have to have confidence in your blink movement to keep your HP up so that you can recall a little bit later. Like right now, if you recall, go ahead.
And then I get 2 more kills after this.
Perfect. Let's keep watching then. But yeah, we need to be very careful about how fast we're recalling when we have a lot of blinks available still. Nice. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh!
This I kind of messed up.
That's okay, that's okay. And a little bit, was that a little bit of the teabag there? Did I see that?
I don't teabag. It's just a bad habit.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe it was a teabag. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks an awful like one. You're good. You're good. You're good. All right, big pulse. Nicely done. All right. All right. What are some things that you're doing really well? Do you think?
Like target priority.
Ooh, that's agreed. Agreed. What do you mean by that?
Like not going for their tank when their healer's out in the open.
Right.
You know?
Right. So which means that always you're doing more pressure because you're shooting the right targets, right?
And like looking like who's like, if I look at their lineup right now, like out of their heroes, I would try to go for maybe the Bastion or the Mercy because I know those people I'm like most confident about killing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. All right. I think your target priority is pretty good. I think your mechanics are actually pretty good as well. By the way, this is not silver mechanics. Zero chance. Zero chance. This is also not gold mechanics. Zero chance. Zero.
I was stuck in like platinum for a good like 3.5 years.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't even say this is platinum mechanics either.
I meant silver.
Yeah. Got it.
For like 3.5 years, and it really like made me like, am I that bad? Have I really wasted all this time?
Whatever you're doing now, whether it's your training schedule or whatever, you do not look anything close to silver. Yeah, this is good. You belong where you're at. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Now, if you want to get better than that, you're going to need to do better, right? With trigger discipline, with mechanics, with movement, with 1v1s, with your recall management. But this is solid. This is I'm seeing no SR inflation for Diamond Console Tracer. I'm not seeing it.
Oh.
Careful.
And
Yes.
with the engagement right here, I was like thinking, okay, they're all going to be looking at my team. What can I do?
Well, this is so smart because this is a flank. Well, not really at all, right? This isn't a flank at all. But wait, if your team is going this way, now this is a flank, right? This is really, really smart. You're doing a great job. I'm really liking our flanks here. It really seems like this is like big brain right here. Now, if we're gonna do, are we gonna do well with it?
I don't know what I did here.
It's just 1v1. It's just movement, right? It's just movement. That's all right. We'll practice that.
And then I wait for my team, and I try to like maybe set up a flank over here.
Yeah. This is smart too. I like it. Just wait. We got time.
And then I go in way too early right here.
No, your Lucio's in, so you needed to be in too. Yeah, this is unfortunate. I think you did all right. Let's do we have any more on the? Yeah, we do. Okay, so let's finish this out in a blaze of glory. Oh no, that's okay. All right, so let's stop there. Tracer, what are skills? What are things that you did really well? We talked about target priority. I'm going to add a few of my own. I think your mechanics are okay. They're not bad. They're not good. They're fine. I would also add that I think your angles and flanks and your attention to detail with how you position yourself is usually pretty good. Could it be better? Yes, but it's pretty good.
With my movement, like I forget what it's called.
Strafing.
Like no, like
Blink movement?
mechanics.
Sure.
Mechanics. What do you think I could do better mechanics wise?
Win more 1v1s.
Okay.
And win more 1v1s by playing around things like Helix Rocket and Genji Dash and being better with like your Blink 180s, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what needs to get better.
180s, but it's a little bit harder on controlling.
Of course it is. But you will get better at it.
Movement, not movement, but like mechanics in my mind is like abilities, how you use your abilities, like how I use my blinks, how I like move, kinda.
Yeah, exactly. And then what else?
What else?
What else needs to get better? What else are some skills you need to improve?
So I know my trigger discipline, my recall, and maybe like that's all I can really think of.
I agree. Recall use when blinks are available, right? That's the big one. It wasn't just your recall.
1v1.
Yes. So mechanics, Blink 180s, movement are 1v1s, right? Trigger discipline, recall usage, practice these. And we're good to go. Practice them one at a time as well. Don't try and practice all of them at the same time. It's tempting to do that, but we have to kind of focus on one step at a time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like when I'll play games, I'll like try to keep in mind trigger discipline.
Yes, brilliant.
Even if I'm not like, sometimes it's like hard actively trying to do it.
Yes.
But if I keep it in mind, it becomes easier to focus on it.
Right, exactly. And it doesn't have to be, it will never be perfect, right? But can we make it a teeny bit better because we're practicing it, right? Yeah, exactly. Nice job. This is good. There's lots of really good things that you're doing, and it is not surprising to me at all that you've climbed from silver to diamond. I'm seeing why on my screen that entire VOD review. You did a phenomenal job. So keep up the good work. Let me know if you have any questions. Well, do you have any questions?
Yeah, like 1v1ing certain characters.
Yes.
Like, I'm pretty good at 1v1ing most healers, but Kiriko and Reaper are like two people I really struggle against. Like, I try for the most part, but their one-shots are so consistent that it's hard to play against for me.
Okay, Kiriko is a different animal where you actually just have to kind of get when she's distracted and sneak up on her and then try to use your side-to-side movement. I won't say 80-80 strafing because obviously it's console, but try to use your side-to-side movement to make it harder, right?
Yeah.
And then Reaper is actually quite simple. Just don't get close to him. That's all. If you keep yourself at mid-range and you use your blinks well, then you should be able to beat Reaper in 1v1s. The only time Reaper should one-shot you is when you're getting too close to him unnecessarily. Now you're thinking, oh, well, I want to get close to heroes, but you don't want to get close to Reaper. So use your blinks to juke as normal, but don't necessarily even blink 180 through him because that might put you too close to him. Does that make sense?
And then just like one more, like few more things.
Sure.
Torbjorn, should I like ask my teammates to deal with the turret, or should I just waste the recall? Not necessarily.
Yeah,
but,
I know
just
what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Yeah, if you can get to a position where you don't have to use recall, that would be great. But it also, or you play in a way where a turret can't shoot you, that would also be great. Is it worth the recall? I don't know. It's a close one for me.
I ask my teammates to like shoot the turret when they get a chance to, and they almost like never shoot it.
Right.
So it feels like I just get like completely shut down.
Sure. So I would try to find positions where you can shoot the turret from like the flank or the angle or like get in their backline without having to use your recall. Even if it means it costs you a couple blinks and you have to go grab a health back. As long as it doesn't, try and break it yourself without using recall and see how that goes. Situations where it's going to cost you your recall, maybe it's okay.
And then with Hanzo's, like, what do you recommend movement-wise? Should I just continue AD strafing? Because I feel like sometimes that just kind of gets me killed and headshotted.
So with Hanzo, this is getting very in deep with a micro. You don't want to be doing these tight, tiny little 80-80 strafes. You want to be doing kind of like slightly longer strafes because he'll aim center and just kill you. But try and make him move his crosshair. The big thing with Hanzo's, is that blink movement, right?
I forget the name, but it's like kebab something.
Kabaji?
Yeah, I watched a video on movement, like with like 80-80 strafing with different characters.
Yes.
And like different people, like Tracer, you don't want to 80-80 spam because then it makes like her pellets hit you more because you're too dense.
Yes.
And like hit scans, like mix it up, like tighter, and then like projectile, maybe longer strafes.
Yes, exactly that. Now that's really hard to do, but that's something that you can start practicing.
Yeah, I'm
100%.
making one last like thing.
Sure.
How would you say like did you ever play console at all?
No, I did not. I played a tiny bit, but basically none.
Like, would you say picking up PC is hard? Because I'm thinking, like, I have a monitor, I have a desk, I have a chair. I'm just getting like my PC.
No, it's not hard. Even you're playing one of the harder heroes to pick it up on, but you already have such strong game sense and you're young, so you'll pick it up fast. You will your mechanics will be very bad, but you will learn quickly. Almost every console player that I've ever worked with, and I've worked with a lot of console players, when they transition to PC, the transition period didn't take that long. So if you have the opportunity to do that and you want to do that, then you should not be scared to do it.
Okay.
And maybe you could play some tryhard FFA.
Can you like maybe like put like a code somewhere or send me the code so I have it, because I haven't been able to find it.
You're not, if it's not in custom games, you're probably not going to be able to find it in console. There is. Okay, remind me send me a message and I'll try and remind me to get back to you about another code I might have for you that might help a little bit better. But shoot me a reminder, and I might be able to find something for you, because I'll forget otherwise.
It was, you're the first YouTuber I ever met, so you have that on your shelf.
Hey, there you go. Appreciate it. So I've got the Slayer First YouTuber Award. That's sick. Well, man, if you do have any other questions.